Good morning. It was 33 out here, and I know north of us they're getting a lot of winter stuff. We're just having a little light drippy rain here, which, you know, is not what I want for walking in this morning, but not the end of the world. Hi, Morris. I'm sorry you got a little wet. It's just the outside of his fur. He's not soaked through or anything. Now I'm going to put the rest of the food. Like I said, it is actually raining. Just a little bit, though, in the cat hotel. So the dry chow won't get wet. Yeah. Well, everything was quiet last night. No frisky raccoons, no noises in the night. So that was good. Hey, Gray. Good morning. Good morning. How are ya? Hi. Good morning. Hey there, sweet pea. Well, for right now, it stopped spitting on us. I hope it stays that way for our walk. I've gotten us out here more on time than normal, so we don't have to. We'll get in a farther walk. We'll walk about the same pace as we always walk, but it's refreshing out here this morning, Donnie. Well, we stayed moving. We got in 50 minutes and 1.8 miles. Okay. We did the pogo loop twice and the track twice because I got us out here in better time. And yeah, so that event we're supposed to go to Thursday, it's like a 90% chance of rain, and Don was going to wash Ruby, but now we're not so sure. Well, I am out of here early even today. So that's good. No rushing today. Mark it down. I'm not running late. It's only 10:14, and the earliest I ever get out of here is like 10:25. So, and we got in a longer walk. I just didn't spend as much time at the computer this morning. I did some extra things last night. I was alert and handled it then. So I finished the second book in the Silo series, and I have moved on to the third book. And I have managed not to tell Don anything that would spoil it for him. And I just say that there are several unexpected twists. Seriously unexpected, more complicated, nice and deep. So I'm still thoroughly enjoying it. Ruby is driving right now, and she is doing 45 and a 45, so I can't really complain about the speed. Whit, our local friend, was explaining to us on X that hurry, chill, and average only work on 12.63 above 55 mile an hour or above. I think I have that right. But on 13, they work at other speeds. So me trying to do hurry the other day for Dawn wasn't being utilized, that setting wasn't being used. And another viewer, appreciate it, left instructions on the scroll wheel. What I really need is, in person, somebody to show me the scroll wheel thing, because I'm just still not quite getting it. Of course, that's not maybe how it would be for Ruby anyway, but I agree that what they said made sense for the Y, for Jules. Anyway, this is probably where one of those sexy buttons that a third party sells would come in handy for toggling between average and hurry, or chill and hurry. At least when it gets to be utilized on all speeds. I'm just used to going to the menu on the screen and hitting it. It's not a big deal to me. But then I'm a mainframe person, so, you know, the rest of the world expects things to work different than I do. very top down, and stuff being on menus doesn't really bother me too much, I guess. As long as they don't change where it is, then that bothers me. Don't mess with the known UI. God, how many times we got in trouble at IBM because if we changed the field number, the page and the field number on a form, then all the scripts that ran on the form would fail, because the way it was set up is you're just doing keystrokes. You know, you would start form entry 5,1 to create a problem record, and then you would do 2, open, and that would set the problem record, the ticket to open or something. And if you changed open to field 3, then the script would fail. And so I'm just, you know, the level of expectation of not causing scripts to fail is high. And I still pass that silver 3 most weeks back over here. Obviously, I'm on the same schedule and they're on the same schedule most Tuesdays, so it's just ugly out there. It's cool and ugly, but I understand that the weather is much worse, either colder or snowier, icier in other areas. The weather guy did say that there was a small chance we would see a few flecks of sleet today, but like nothing to write home about. So she slowed down to 38 to 40 here in this 35 zone. 39 right now. It is kind of known to be a speed trap back there. A lot of times the Holly Springs police are waiting. So today I don't care if she stays in this lane because there's nobody in front of me. But I'm just noting that she is staying in this lane. Anyway, I'm just saying so far today, I haven't had any hesitancy or any speed issues. And I guess there's a Holly Springs police officer looking for some sort of, maybe people running the red light here. People run the red light a lot over here because the light needs to be about another 20 seconds longer so it doesn't spill backward back there. That's what I would guess they're over there for. And rightly so. People shouldn't be going through when it's clearly red. They should be, you know, stopping. Yellow, okay, but you know, I've seen a couple of people go through on red. It gets to be a little ridiculous after a while. Yeah, I have to say, the other day I kind of wondered why we were only seeing standard, chill, or hurry sometimes. And it being a speed threshold, of course, makes sense. I'm going to say on Ruby, the threshold might be 45 and not 55. I saw it up there at 46 a few minutes ago. I did change, somehow I was in chill, I don't know how, because I sure don't remember setting it to that, so I bumped it back up to standard. I'm just over here at NC Highway 55, and yeah, who knows. I always pride myself on I never put the car in chill mode, ever. So, guess I have now, but not that I remember doing. So she's doing 53 into 55 here. Obviously, she's not getting past right or left or anything, so I'm pretty comfortable here in the right lane, following along with traffic. I'm not on this road very long. You know, the turn for the turnpike is coming up here pretty good. Now she's at 57, 59. It is a whole new driving experience, you know, from the standard old school cruise control where you set the speed and that's all the speed you get, or even from a Tesla perspective where you're used to setting the speed and it just it will slow down but not really ever speed up from the max speed that you set. So now it's kind of like it just does what it thinks is right. It's a new way to drive with FSD, you know. And like Don says, why are you looking down at the screen anyway? You're supposed to be paying attention to the traffic. I mean, not fussing at me, but in general, he always says, well, I'm not looking at the screen, I'm looking at the road. And of course, I don't have to worry about it in Ruby. I can look down there at the speed and my peripheral vision see the road all I want, but in Jules, she would start complaining at him. So you know, so far today, I'm happy. She's not hesitant. She's not making me uncomfortable with a speed that's too low or too fast. I'm just happy. I'm not happy she's flashing at me to move the wheel, but other than that, we're good. Wow, much, much, much better getting on the turnpike today. The speed here is 70, and she got on and she signaled to get over, and she got the speed up. Now I'm going to hit the stock up 5 miles an hour. I don't want 80 max. Let's do 75. Okay. It's hard to tell if the speed limit is, I don't know. It's hard to tell a little bit still if you're up to, but that was much better. That was a huge improvement over the last 2 weeks on this 1263. I would say that I give her an A- on it. If she'd have kept on going up to 75 and went into cruising mode here on the turnpike, then that probably I would have rated it a little more. I'm all clear to turn right on red, and she's not even thinking about turning right on red here. I don't know why. This is clearly a turn lane, so as I don't irritate somebody behind me, I took her out. But I waited. There was 2 opportunities where it was totally clear and she could have gone, and she just didn't do that. It's too bad I'm not going into downtown Raleigh. I've heard that I had to turn the signal off myself. You know, when you get out of FSD and the turn signal's on, even after you complete the turn signals don't get turned off. That's still happening on 1263. I hear she's still not obeying no turn on red signs. I'd like to test it for myself. The only place those are prevalent around here is downtown Raleigh. I'm not aware of any in my path that I could test with. Wow, Ruby says it's still only 37 out here. We pulsed my back and my knee today. My left knee. It had kind of gone sideways on me a couple of times, just planting and stepping in the kitchen, and then that causes inflammation, and after you do it the first time with a little inflammation, then it happens again, so keeps happening. So hopefully we got rid of some of the inflammation and it'll settle back down. It really hasn't been giving me much trouble, so I like to avoid it giving me trouble. I hope I can get a close spot today at Guardian Angel Apex. I'm not really feeling like, you know, extra long treks out here in the spotty rain and chill. Not the day I would have picked for not the day I would have picked for shopping. Yesterday there was a pretty significant dynamite boom down at the construction area, and Don said I just missed another one. It shook the house. It was, yeah, he said it was a big one. Some of them are small and some of them are like, oh wow, are they really allowed to make it big? I mean, they need to finish up that construction project. All this dynamiting down there, it's just, yeah, they're working today. Don says as long as it took him over there, he's skeptical that they didn't run into trouble or do something wrong and have to tear it out and redo it or something, because it just seems like they're over there a lot, and it's been for a long time now, and it's just not getting done. I'm glad I wasn't home for that boom. Even when I hear the warning sirens in advance, and you pretty much have to be totally silent in the house to hear it, it's still waiting for it to go off after that. I still forget and get restartled anyway. I really like that orange vase for fall. Let's see what else I find. I can't justify it, but that sure is a nice piece of French white. This is vinyl, but what a cute idea. And look, somebody's already bought the thrift store plates and put the vinyl on. They've got some good choices. This is chocolate raspberry of some sort. I think I'll just get Dawn and I our favorite candy bar. I am so glad to be back in Ruby. It's raining pretty good out there right now. Me and my stuff got wet coming up the hill, but it's okay. My glass is wet. Yeah, my glasses are wet. I'm in the diverging diamond, and Ruby had picked the right-hand lane, and now she sort of picked the left-hand lane, and then she decided not to do the left-hand lane. There was no reason she couldn't have safely gotten over. Nobody in my blind spot or anything. I'm impressed. She hasn't told me full self-driving may be degraded 10 times in a mile in the rain. I mean, it's not super heavy rain, but generally if the windshield wipers are on, we're getting that message all the time, right? We all know in order to have ride sharing, we're going to have to be able to handle rain. I bet it rains in Austin. So if it were me right now, I'd be getting left to go up here. Because I know after we make this next left turn that the right lane goes away. And it can be a little bit of a bear to get left. Nobody wants to let you over. Alright, she put on the turn signal on her own. Now she's not going though. There's nothing back there. Okay. Well, don't put it on. Go a little bit. Get back in your lane and then go or not go. That's not... that's not how I would handle it. Yeah, I really wish she would have gotten over one more lane, but she's not going to. Maybe for her it's as simple as if I got behind the car in the left lane, I'd be I'd be the third car back instead of the second car back. I don't know. Already one time today I took over because she got, she departed her lane back in Holly Springs this morning, going through the double turn arrow. She was in the outer lane, plenty of room, and she just was going into the lane next to her, so I took over. I didn't like it. All I'm trying to say is we're at another double turn lane here. We'll have to see if she can handle it okay or not. This one's a little tighter than the other one. She did fine here. Now I'm going to signal. There's nobody over there. See if she'll get over. She did. Because again, I just don't believe in wait till the last minute to get over. I fully believe in that person's not paying attention, let's scoot in front of them, but not wait till the last minute. Because people will. They'll run you off the road over here because they can't handle people interleaving back into the lane going through, and they just as soon run you off the road as to let you in. Don and I did not have a chance to watch Lars and Franz on Jay yet, but Jay Leno's Garage, but we will, maybe tonight. But gosh, she's doing 44 here. Maybe she'll see that 35 and slow down. I would appreciate it. 42, yes, I know that you're going too fast, Ruby. It did, I guess, just change to 35. Anyway, I thought it was great that the new Model Y does not, in FSD, does not actually physically press the brake pedal. I'm so excited about that. How many times I've been scared by that clunking sound that FSD makes from, I guess, hitting the brake maybe a little too late and therefore too hard. But anyway, not having that clunking sound scaring me and bothering me while I'm on FSD, I think is a good thing. So I'm excited about that. I saw that clip on X yesterday. Well, looky who's inside still. Dawn says they went out for 10 minutes and then they put their little faces in the door and it has to be let back in.
That is exactly
Let's say thank you, Mr. Dawn.
You're welcome.
Yeah, 37 degrees and rain is not pleasant out there right now. I see Tux and Morris are both on their heating pads. Hi, little girl. Sorry. I love you too. I'm going to work on assembly square for a bit. There's 6 bags numbered 2, so I'm going to dump them in here. I did finish all the bags numbered 2. Dawn had to work late, so I kept going. Interesting things about this part of the build is that the glass front is the garage doors in clear sideways. And it gives this really nice paneled look, but those are garage doors. Pretty neat. There's a parrot in this little shop here. And the oven has, you can see the cookies can come in and out. Well, that's out, the little door here. If I push them in, there's a little knob on the back side that pushes them back out. So anyway, the chef is hard at work in there, making all kinds of cookies and cakes and confections. This was super interesting, how it put this dome upside down here in the front. It's a different technique I've never seen done before, so I thought that was pretty slick. The parts for the lights I've never used. Oftentimes they're paintbrush handles, and these are kind of like that, but this is a totally different part I've never seen before either. So there was definitely some interesting stuff. There are back stairs back here. Pretty neat. These windows pop out. So I don't know. This looks pretty cool build.